What's up, guys? We are here for part 34 of Final Fantasy. And, yeah, last time I went over into the volcano, I beat the fucking Earth Fiend, or the Fire Fiend, which was a whole lot of not fun, because, as you can see, two of my members got fucked up. That boss was basically just one long-ass countdown fight. I don't know what you think you're gonna do. Slice. So Jacqueline Mage managed to stay alive. And now we're gonna go back to the village. We're gonna go see the prophets or the sages or whatever the fuck they are. Go talk to them. See where they can direct me into the next part of my adventure here. And then we're going to continue. Pew! Get the fuck out of here. I always liked how in these games, if things went sideways, the sprite would remain, like, you know, completely level as it went across. But when it goes up or down, you can see the sprite bob up and down. I guess. Yeah, see? Sideways, it stays level. Bounce, 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 bounce. But when you're walking, it's the opposite. Ooh, no thank you. Bounce, bounce, level. Alright, let's heal my guys here. Alright, everyone is here. Alright, let's restock up on some items. See if we can buy that spell that I wasn't able to buy. Three, 4, 5. Alright, and the rest are going to be heal potions. So in the Mega Man video I dropped a couple days ago, I was talking about me starting off watching BoJack Horseman. And, you know, it kind of just got me thinking about the things that I was talking about in that video and how they kind of reflected in my own life. And, you know, it's only the first episode of things, but, you know, whenever you try to think about something and you watch it over a couple of times, you know, the things you come up with to think about and reflect on yourself, you know, can be a little random at times. But, one of the things that got me thinking about is, like, the idea of failure. And part of the thing that I've mentioned before, that I was homeless, and I don't know which videos I've talked about this in, which I haven't, but, you know, feels like going over again if I haven't. But when I went homeless, I was already, like, my depression was bad. I got myself medicated after my split with one of my ex-girlfriends. And right before we had split, I had started going on antidepressants, and they kind of helped. Well, they did help, I should say. But, you know, being young and immature, I stopped taking them, which wasn't a good move. And didn't really realize how much of how much of my mental health was still really, really shoddy. Because, my best friend has severe ADHD. And I remember, watching him learn how to almost mimic the effects of his medication naturally. Like, he learned how to take his medication and mimic the mindset that he would get without it. Now, sure, there's always a variance. Some days it'll just hit you harder than others. He'll tell me as such. Like, there's just days where it just gets the better of him. But overall, he learns how to, work through it or even channel it into somewhat productive activities. All right, 9 more. Sweet. Almost done with this. But I thought that I could basically do that with antidepressants. And I can now, but that's because, there's a lot of things that I've resolved since then. 6-7 years ago, I wasn't quite as good at doing that. And, I had hopped off my medication after about a year and started, trying to go without it. Now, while I was with my ex-girlfriend, that was working. I was able to do that. That's not healthy, but I was able to do it. All right. Everything Gary's... Okay, the silver helmet from Delph. Everything Gary's carrying. The silver... One of the silver things from... Okay. Let's empty out our fucking... shit here. But I didn't realize at the time how much my ex was really a crutch for my depression at the time. And when we split, that shit really affected me. Like, really affected me. Because, we had been dating. We had started dating. She was a late bloomer for the year she graduated high school. I graduated in 2009. She graduated 10. But she was born in the summer, and I was born in October. So by the time when we started dating, I was 19, she was 17. I knew her through karate. I knew her growing up. I knew her parents. Like, the age wasn't a problem. She was 18 within a month and a half of when we got together. Still by the letter of the law, yikes, but I was cool with her parents. Her parents knew me. Everything was straight and square. But, we got together. I was 19. She was 17. By the time we split, I was 24 and she was like 23. Yeah, she might have been 24, but that's a long time. Like, when you're younger, that feels like a long time. So, like, almost my entire adult life, I was with her. Sorry, I'm getting something ready. We were together for quite a long time. And, I went from thinking she was the person that I was gonna... get married to and shit. Like, I thought a lot of parts of my future with her were like already settled. Like, I thought she was the one I was going to marry, the one I was going to have kids with. All this, like, stupid shit that I thought. Like, I thought that was her. And I didn't realize how much that combined with my depression, I didn't realize how much of a... you know what? The Coral Swords actually, for all the shit I was talking, the Coral Swords actually seem to have done better. So we're just gonna... Oh, wait. No! No, I wasn't using it. I was using the other sword. Fuck. Alright, well. It's too late. Can't go back now. So. Whoops. Sorry, Dalf. I kind of fucked you over, buddy. You get pink sword back. Alright. Well, for the time being, that'll be fine. I'll get another sword for him. He'll be just fine. Can you get exit now? Why can't you learn exit? Why? Do you have any level 6 spell charges? No, not you. No, still not. Alright, well, we're gonna see what these mages say real quick. And then I'll continue on with my little story. Alright. Loop, 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 doo, doo, doo. Running through the forest. Alright. Now, who says the different thing? We, the 12 sages, were led here by the stars and prophecy. Nope, not you. Once the orb shine with the power. Da, da, da. Fiend sees the power. Nope, not you. Nope, not you. Oh yeah, water and wind have been in cahoots. Bro, none of these guys said anything different. Oh, fuck y'all. Alright, well. There is no one who's saying a goddamn thing about what's what. What do you say again? Thanks, lady. What does this guy say? For 10 years, I probed for the floater. Canoe north to the ice cave. So that was the ice cave. That was the ice cave. Maybe I talked to him before. I don't know. The first time I was here, I was drunk. But I know I saw the ice cave. And I think I remember that dungeon also supposed to be being stupid difficult. Because there's a lot of enemies. There's like cockatrices again. Shit that can like stone you and just give you all manners of fucked up. Do they have soft potions here? I don't think so. No. I'll have to go. You know what? Mage has the whatchamahoosit. Could I canoe to the ice cave from here? Or did I have to go around? I think I had to go around somewhere. Troll. The troll, guys. He's just a troll. I'm always missing with the goddamn hammer. But yeah, well, I think I had to go to one of the other ports to get up to the ice cave. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just dumb. That could also very well be the case. So, we'll find out. But anyway, so, you know, I didn't realize how much of my mental health was really dependent on my ex at the time. Just never realized it. So, you know, taking myself off of medication felt alright at the time, but obviously that's only because she was basically the crutch during that time. And when she was gone, my whole life just kind of fell apart, is how that ended up working out. I was, you know, neglecting my job, pretty heavily when I was teaching karate. Not coming in for trainings, not turning in my orders on time. So like all the equipment that the parents would order and shit for their kids, like I would just, because I wasn't going to the office, because I was missing training, because you know when you're in the midst of like a massive depression spell, you just don't have the motivation to do things. And it was just it just wasn't good. So I wasn't making trainings, and because of not going to trainings, you know, I knew that was obviously going to get, you know, cause some shit for, you know, me missing my training, because, you know, trainings were mandatory. You know, you're a martial arts instructor. Of course trainings are mandatory. Like, the fuck? No shit they are. So, you know, I wasn't going to the trainings. So because of that, I wasn't going to the office as much as I should have, because I didn't want to confront anyone. And it was, you know, my depression and anxiety were massive feedback looping into one another. Like, hardcore. So yeah, like that's just how that shit ended up working. And, you know, everything looped in on itself in a fucking awful way. So, you know, obviously quitting my job and just leaving it, that didn't work well for my bills. And, you know, you miss a rent payment and you're not able to pay it back, and, you know, now you get evicted because my car wasn't really, the car I was driving was having problems that I wasn't able to fix, so I wasn't able to really drive and get any money for gas or anything because I was broke. Oh, I think, is that up there? I think it might be up there. Fish. So so yeah, I just didn't pay rent, couldn't afford it, couldn't get a job reliably within a close enough area from where I was working at the time. And yeah, that was just it was not good. And it was weird because, I mean, I've talked about this before with people, and, you know, I've talked to other people who've been homeless. And one of the weird things about talking about this with certain people is I always had the option of going back to my parents' house. My grandparents, I should say. And I just never took it. And a lot of people that I've talked to have been like, well, were you even really homeless? Like, you just never chose to go back. You know, you had the option of going back to your parents, you just never took it, you know. But I guess to me it just never felt like it made any difference, because, you know, back to the, you know, to the thing I brought up before was, you know, with the idea of failure, especially, you know, part of the anxiety building in with that feeling of failure. It's hard when you have to come crawling back to your parents' house like a fucking chump. You know, I was only out on my own for... When did I move out? I moved out Labor Day of like 2013. I moved out. And I had to move. By the time I went homeless, that was May of 2016. So I wasn't even out of my parents' house for 3 years before I couldn't hack it. And that is a miserable feeling. Because, you know, I went from thinking I had, like I said, I went from thinking I had my whole life planned out and thinking of how things were going to go. And within the span of like 6 months, that was all gone. Now, the job thing was, you know, my doing, but like, as a cause of my mental health, like, yeah, things just spiraled out, and it was not good. You know, it's hard. That dealing with that idea of failure is a lot sometimes, and it fucks with people trying to deal with it. But the thing that, you know, you eventually get over, and the thing that you figure out, is that you really have to remind yourself that failure's temporary. Like, it's only a thing for now. Now, I mean, how long for now is depends on you, and depends on your situation, and depends on what you're able to get done. Like, the mother of my son, like, I've never seen a person like my girl who can just... Wait, I was going down this way, right? Yeah. I've never seen somebody who can lose a job and pick another one up as fast as this bitch does. She is relentless when it comes to being able to get a job. Like, now that I'm older, smarter, my mental health is better, like, I can find a job pretty easily. But her? Whew. Bro, I've never seen somebody find a job like she does. She's so good at that shit. But yeah, no, like, that's the thing that you have to come to terms with, is that you have to realize that all of that shit is temporary. And that's a hard thing to convince yourself of sometimes. Real hard. And for a lot of people, it does get easier as you get older. Because I think a big part of it also is that as you get older, the time frame that you're thinking about things changes. Because, you know, as you get older, you know, these things take up smaller portions of your total life. Alright, we have saved. And now it's time to go into this shit. Alright, well, we don't have time to go too far into this. But let's see how it works. Boo-doo-boo, boom, boom, boo-doo-boo-doo. No. It's starting already. Why is Mage always hitting things first? Can you not hit things first? Whew, whew. Dodge, 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 dodge. But see, that's the thing. This is a situation where if you get a round where you get 4 cockatrices like that ambush you, they can stone, 2-3 members of your party just like that, and it's over. Luckily, I have a few softs. Mage has soft as a spell, so that base is covered. Alright, well, you can put people to sleep. That's just more so inconvenient. Wraith, you say? Okay, alright. I don't know how many undead things are in here, so I don't know if I really want to be using harm. I could though. I could, but we'll save that for when I don't have only 2 things to fucking kill. But yeah, and it's a lot of that stuff still affects me to this day. Like, I was talking with a friend of mine who, I told her that I have reoccurring dreams of a lot of that shit still. Maybe not tentacle faces. Maybe not exactly maybe not of like being homeless. I don't have like reoccurring dreams of that, but I'll always dream that, I'm running late for karate, or that, I missed a training and now I got to deal with, the obvious repercussions of fucking up my job. Like, I have a lot of dreams and shit of that still to this day. And, it sucks because, like I've talked about in other videos, I just didn't quit a job. I was working with people that I grew up looking up to as, like, figureheads in my life. People that were, all my idols. Just this, not literal, but like this team of martial artists. Like, I saw these guys all as my heroes growing up. So you eventually get to basically be their equal, and you end up letting them down. And, that is still something that I live with. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't like that. I don't like this. Bye. Alright, just don't use magic. For the love of God, please don't. But, that's how you end up, that's how I end up where I am now. And, though I regret a lot of... Oh, Jesus. Frost Giant, huh? We're going to cover all the bases here. Brah, 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 brah. Oh, man, how nice would that have been in the fucking... Ooh, well... Or you could just not even use anything ice-related and just fucking step on Mage. That works also. Alright. Yeah, we're going to cut this video here in a second. I just want to see what might be in here. Because I like buildings. Oh, jeez. Alright. Yep, I'm sorry. This is where I'm going to have to do you great harm. All of you. Or at least all of you that are left by the time Mage gets his chance. Which is right now. Gallic gun. But yeah, no, it's, even though I regret a lot of the shit that happened back then, you don't go through that, you don't end up where you are now. I don't end up where I'm recording fucking shit on YouTube, living in a house. Sure, nobody watches it, but I don't really give a fuck. I get to do what I want. I get to live the life that I want. Just go to work, have my son with me. Things are fucking great now. And because of being homeless before, not even if I didn't have... Just having a kid doesn't make a difference in this. I wouldn't be homeless ever again. Alright, this may actually run now a little past the 30-minute mark because I wasn't expecting this. I don't know what this guy might do. You know what, we'll do anti-mute. I don't know... Oh, wait, no, that's only for one. Fuck it, we're gonna cure 2 myself here. As Mage, I should say. He took a whomp the last round. Oh, God, no! The rub spell! No, that's the one that kills people. No, 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 no. No. Don't you fucking start with that. What a dick. Alright, I think these are holes that take you to different spots. Alright, well, we're going to start here next time, and we're going to continue in the ice cave, and hopefully we can... I don't know where the fuck I'm going in here, but hopefully we can find whatever this floater is. I don't know. I think it's supposed to literally make things float. So, that's going to be it for today. Maybe I'll have more to say on this, but for now, that'll be it. But take it easy, guys. It was fun. Peace. 30 minutes.